Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for March 2020. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Capricorn. You may be in love with a Capricorn in love with you, or you were intuitively guided to the channel, to the reading, and you're probably not even Capricorn. Thank you for trusting your intuition, and thank you everyone for coming to my reading. Our reading, not my reading, our reading, your reading, truly. I'm the messenger. All right, my loves, we're going to, I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot. Many of you know that, I don't know what all the cards are in the Psychic Tarot, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, I could just put picture cards in front of me, and what it does is it triggers. It automatically starts to trigger the story for me. So, sometimes I look at the meaning of the card, of course, always the number, the color, that type of thing. But something within it always triggers me. So I just know which direction to go. Yeah, we're going to use the Psychic Tarot. Go ahead and take a few deep breaths just to calm yourself down. You always come into a reading. Don't come in anxious. Just calm yourself down. Take a moment. Right? Because many times a message needs a calm mind to come across. Doesn't mean you won't absorb it. You just may not comprehend it. And if that's the case, I often feel that you will be directed back to it. Back to this reading or back to a particular part of it. When you're ready. When you're ready. I also feel that, not just my guides, but I feel that, you may watch, like you may watch this reading and maybe you're not even a Capricorn, right? And you're sitting here like, it's probably an hour long. I'm going to predict, because that's usually what they are. Do I want to dedicate an hour to this lady? And, but you do. I forgot where I was going with that. It's just about being open. Trust the signs that you receive. Really, trust the signs that you receive. It just makes life so much easier. Ask the question: am I supposed to do this? Is this the way? Is this going to be best for me over here? And then pay attention. Pay attention to things that you're being pulled to. Pay attention to feelings within your own gut. You might be like, feeling like this underlying bellyache, right? What's wrong with my stomach? My stomach's messed up. I'm like, what's going on with my stomach? I'm probably not going to be sick. Just like an ache. And I have learned, because I ignored that the first half of my life, and my life, and the consequences were there. But I've learned that. And it can save you so much trouble, heartache. Okay. I'm feeling like the room is packed, full of your spirit guides, like packed. So, and I don't normally say that. I just feel it today. Well, I kind of see it in my mind's eye. All right, what's going on? We have conflict and defeat. It came in reverse. Normally that doesn't matter to me, whether it came, it showed itself in reverse. Because normally when it's meant to be in reverse, I can kind of feel that, and I'm feeling that. So I'm going to leave that in reverse. Though I think, you know, that means the end of conflict. But I feel like for many of you, it's so recent. So recent. We have the Two of Cups. Interesting. You know, I was thinking to myself before I even began your reading, when I was pre-shuffling my decks, and I was thinking, you know, I hope that this reading's going to be perhaps about their money, their career, that type of thing. Because I'm thinking to myself, you know, my granddaughter's a Capricorn, and oh my God, I just love her personality. But she's very strong-willed, very strong-willed. And I mean, I think that's a good thing, to be honest. You know, it's like one of those things when you learn to harness the energy of it, so you can use that energy in a very constructive way. Very powerful. The Five of Swords looks very dark. It's funny. It's a very dark energy, and then we have the Two of Cups right there. It's funny. I'm not getting any cards. I feel like I'm missing something. With the 5 and the 2. Somebody out there might be 52 watching. 25. I feel like I'm going to turn this card around. Looks like someone is almost like running from somewhere and heading towards this Two of Cups. It's like I'm running away, and I almost feel like there was destruction behind me. There's like destruction behind me, and I may have been part of that, but now I feel like some of you, I'm sorry, I know I'm switching a lot, but I'm getting this image of someone like fighting the thoughts in their head, right? I'm fighting the thoughts in my head. Some of you, I feel like it's like a spiritual battle. Like I'm fighting this spiritual battle within myself. And it feels like, you know, it's like taking you dark. It's taking you, boy, it just feels like it just takes everything to muster through it. But you do. You do muster through it. And, and I'm feeling that on all levels, like whatever this was for you, could be many different things, but with the one thing it is a lot of mental energy, right? So what's ever going on, chaotic, you know, fighting, it's affecting me mentally, right? It's affecting my thought system, my thought process. But I feel like it's like I can distract them long enough to get away. Because then I feel like you run for it. Now, I'm sure this is a metaphor for what's going on. But it's showing that you're heading towards the Two of Cups. We have accelerated motion, where there is that fast-moving energy I'm talking about. And when I think about it, I bring about. When I think about it, I bring about. So when I think about it, I bring about. And over here, I'm in this pretty heavy mental energy. And my thoughts are what's being affected. For some of you, this is literally like it is, what am I trying to say? You know, I feel like over here, there's someone like wishing upon a star. Like I'm wishing on a star. And because I'm wishing on this star, which is a metaphor, I'm sure, maybe not, and I'm seeing the 8, right? The connection, as above, so below. As above, so below. And I feel like this is a card of energy, pure energy. And so comes over here where you're in that lower energy, right? And I'm noticing there's a little candle down here, right? There's a little flame. Little flame. And I feel like that flame is your motivation. Because I feel like something like, it's like all or nothing kind of energy. Even like, you know, I know I know what I'm leaving behind, but I don't care. I don't care. And I feel that in all different ways. Like, some people be like, what are you doing? Don't you know what you're leaving behind? And, you know, you're like, it has been one mental ride, and I know it's going to cause destruction for me, you know, or there may be a consequence to this, but it's like the consequence couldn't be as bad as actually living in it. So it's like, I go, I run. And again, you know, heading towards this 2 of Cups. And I find the 2 of Cups, I have to tell you, since I said it out here, right off the bat, I didn't feel like this 2 of Cups we were going to be talking about the person who broke our heart. No, I feel like this person's a light in your life. It's almost like here is the energy of that star, and the energy like coming towards her, and the 2 of Cups is illuminated, especially their third eyes. This is the connection. You know, many times you think of a soulmate within this energy. It's funny, they're just making me think of a twin flame there. Even seeing like the wings. All right, let's keep going. We have disruption. So there is our tower coming right under this 5 of Swords. And, you know, that's probably why I felt it in reverse in the beginning, because I feel like some of you have already left. Whatever this is, you know, whatever this tower is, it's already came in. And, you know, this is moving through. This is moving out of that mental energy. Some of you are still there. However, you are now looking towards the flame, so I have no doubt there will be action to follow. It's almost like you can't help it. So anyways, there's that tower. I feel like the tower is coming in as your friend, not your foe. Look at that. We have positive movement forward. Well, I like that after the tower. You know, I'm noticing that there's that boat. And it looks like there's only one person in it, right? But listen, she's got her sails up. She knows what she's doing here, right? She knows what she's doing. She may even went out and practiced, knowing for that day, like. So this is someone who's more than capable of, excuse me, of changing their life, right? This is like, she looks like the adventurer. But we know where she's coming from. She's coming from the tower. She's heading to the sun. It's like the sun is her, is the radar. We have partnerships and alliances. So the possibility of coming together with someone or others in a creative way can be how I make my money. Some of you, you know, I don't know if you'd be, maybe this is the, for some of you, symbolizes your job. And, you know, like, like, totally not loving it at all. Not at all. And, you know, almost like you feel like you just gotta, it's almost like the energy of quitting, like going up and being like, you know what, I quit. No notice, that type of thing, like, had enough. I'm out, and grabbing my stuff and leaving. Because whatever it is, the change happens quickly. And it's of your desire, right? Because we have the 2 cups of follows out. So this is something that would bring you great comfort. All right, but first we've got to go through the tower. However, even going through that tower, it's like, well, don't fear it. Don't fear the tower. Because as soon as you come out of that tower, you're in the energy of positivity, right? Positive movement forward. Independently. Fully capable of, right? I'm the adventurer. The 8 and the 8, look at that. These 2 8s may eventually come together as the 2 of Cups. Could certainly be 2 different journeys, almost like one looking, dreaming of one, which, boop, what comes out over or under the 2 of Cups is the lady in the boat. Just thinking, that's what they should just call the card, the lady in the boat. So yeah, that's there. 16, 8 and 8. Interesting. All right, let's take 3 more. So we come to the energy of collaboration. You know, 3 Pentacles is a reminder also to keep your own unique style, right? Keep your uniqueness. That is what will be appreciated. Now, it doesn't mean everyone's going to appreciate it, you know, but, you know, that's just the way it is, right? Like when I do my readings, I would never expect that every single person that watches, I'm going to like, yeah, it was the best reading. No. You know, you can't please all the people all the time. I don't know even why I'm telling you that, other than this is what will be appreciated. Even perhaps, you know, where you'll start building that true foundation is within your own unique style, or your own creativity, your personality, right? Your true personality. And that's what I feel like the lady in the boat, that's who she is now. She doesn't feel like that up here. Not at all. But here, it's like, you know, my adventurous self is back. We have the 5. What is that? Why can't I think? Oh, 5 of Cups. Duh. 5 of Cups. Emotional loss. Emotional loss is coming under the tower. So, that makes sense. Wow, but look at this. Love begins. Love begins coming under the 2 of Cups. I don't know what that is. The 5. The positive movement forward. And then love begins. This line here is dark. You know, conflict and defeat. You know, it feels like destruction behind me, and so it is with the tower, right? Destruction. You know, but I want to say again, I feel like the tower is behind you. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like a meteor coming to Earth, and you know it's going to hit your house. You know, you can stay in that house and get hit and die, or you can run. You can't save your house from it, right? So the only thing you can do is run out of it, is save yourself. That's kind of, for some of you, what it feels like. Some of you, it could be a loss of someone. But it's interesting that the Five of Cups comes up, because the Five of Cups talks about thinking about this tower. So the person in this Five of Cups thinks about this tower, right? That's where their focus has been, on the tower, or the idea of the tower, the fear of the tower, right? That's where I've been focusing, because I'm still emotionally attached somewhere, right? It's telling me that my focus is backwards right now. I'm thinking, I'm looking backwards, and I'm not looking backwards where I am like gaining useful information. No, I'm looking backwards, and when I do that, like I'm almost keeping myself in a state of sadness. And you know, whatever, you know, and then the towers, as I'm thinking, well, you know, why? But does it, you know, a lot of us have that, right? And the tower is just different things for different people. You know, I often think about that. Here I am living my life, my experiences, and, you know, like I feel very connected to Sam. However, you know, he's in a different state, living his moment to moment. And sometimes I just think, how interesting. We have two separateness, yeah, we're separate, but I don't know. I don't know. I think some of you know what I mean. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm talking about that right now. Anyway, let's get back to this energy, because the Five of Cups, as much as it is a call to look at what you're focusing on, and, you know, either if you can grab clarity, grab it. If you can't, stop focusing on it. Because it reminds you that there's two cups, right? There's two cups that are right in front of you. You know, they're coming in. Let's put it this way. You should be starting to feel the awareness of them, even if you don't have a clue what, who, when. It's like you should start to feel the awareness of them. You know, we if we pay attention, we know when something's coming, right? And maybe that's what moved us up here. It's like, I feel like something's coming. I feel it, you know. I don't know quite what, but I feel like it's going to be good. And I feel like maybe I need to get ready, right? I need to get ready. As ready as I can get for I don't know what. But I have to trust, right? And as soon as I do that, it's like, boom, I come out of that conflict, right? As soon as I come out of that conflict, I move into a positive movement forward. And then I have love just surrounding me, right? Surrounding me, because you are the woman in the boat, male or female. So this is like surrounding you, but you know, here's the tower over here. So it's still attached, but you're sailing away from that. Okay, let's get our last card. Your story is opening up very strange to me today, but very interesting. Like, I like how it's opening to me. I hope you guys are okay with it. But I can't worry about that when I'm doing a reading. I just can't. I have to just go with the flow. You know, some of you, I know this tower is a breakup, because, you know, I have the 5 up here, I have the 5 down here. It's like that tower comes right in between, right? Pushes what was a 10 into 2 5s. One's running and one's crying almost. That's not everyone. We have moving on. And we have balance. This is justice. And I just have to say, right off the bat, I feel for a few of you, like this back here, this type energy, whatever it is, it feels somewhat karmic. Not somewhat, it feels karmic. It feels like karmic energy. However, that being said, it feels like the karma is paid back. Someone also may have a life path number 11, master number 11. I just feel like I'm meant to acknowledge that. Hi. I'm also the 11. Okay. We have the World card. So, you know, it's definitely a different energy. It's definitely a totally different energy. You know, when the World card shows up, the first thing I know is if there's a lot of heaviness attached to me, I can't get through this portal yet. It's just not time, right? It's not time. And I feel like that's partly what the ship is, the sailboat is representing too, is, you know, sailing away from it, leaving things behind, right? My focus is on the wrong things. If I want a positive growth, my focus may be on the wrong thing. You know, if I can't resolve it, then move off of it. Move off the tower. Okay? Because some of you, I feel like, you know, when you get away, I just feel like life changes very quickly. So getting through this portal can be very, very easy too. Not just hard. Financial and material changes. Well, that's good news. Recognition and reward. All right, let's bring out the crystal vision. By the way, Justice is a card of Libra. You know, I feel like Justice right now is here to almost like to deliver different gifts to different people, different tools. Is, you know, I feel like what this is saying is like many of us were in a karmic time where we were truly, we had the ability to learn a real lesson. And if we did, I feel like Justice is here to deliver us the toll we gained through that, right? And that's something that toll we get to carry for eternity, forever and ever and ever. You know, as above, so below, as above, so below. There's something also with these eights. 88. Some of you may got away from whatever this is at the age of 16. And maybe you're just now thinking about that. But nonetheless, let's keep going. So different tools for different people. And by the way, these feel like blessings. And I feel like the more we recognize that, the more we receive. You know, it's like, you know, you go to a kid's birthday party every year, you buy them a gift, and they never say thank you. You know, but maybe it's your best friend's kid. So, you know, you go the following year, give them the gift, nothing. You know, do you really want to get him a gift the third year? And it's like, you know, he just throws a toy away. You know, no, eventually you don't. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. I don't think we're going to spend a lot of time up there because I feel like we're leaving that. So some of you may want to know what is keeping you back. Like, what is keeping me back? And I can tell you, part of it is what you're focusing on. And again, I feel like if you can't resolve it right now, just stop focusing on it right now. You know what? I don't feel like these are the cards. They just don't feel right in my hand right now. I'm going to get the Cosmic Tarot, which is, I thought about taking it. I should have listened. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. My dad used to sing me that song. You know, I'm feeling more energy in this tower. I feel like someone refused to bend. Like, there's someone who just refused to bend. You know, kind of like, you know, always has to be right. Refuse to see anyone's side. It may even giggle about it, but truly feels unbendable. And I feel like, I don't know if that's you or the reason why you left, but I do feel like this is a reason why a relationship broke up. Because somebody was truly unbendable. It's like bullshit. Hello, King of Pentacles. Could be Capricorn. You and another Capricorn. Virgo or Taurus. And we have the Strength card. So we have Leo and his King of Pentacles. I don't know why. I wasn't expecting to see the King of Pentacles coming out on that energy. So I feel like for many of you, this is you. And Strength card coming over that. You know what I mean? What's the Strength card? Strength, you know, you look at it, you're like, oh, it's a Strength card. That means, you know, I had the strength to do, wah, 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 you know, wah, wah, wah. But with Justice here, this is true. It's like, I don't know. It's like the Strength card, but amplified. You know, amplified by 10. It's an undeniable truth about yourself. And in the most empowering of ways, it empowers you. Just knowing that you had I don't know, mustered up the courage, however it happened, that alone, like looking at that journey and, you know, you coming to the other side of that now very quickly. It's almost like when you know, I don't know, I just feel like you're going to be like so proud of yourself and just receiving something that I know is going to be amplified. Actually, I'm going to read down, which I very seldom do, but I feel that this tower and conflict and defeat are so connected that because we started up here, I feel like we need to just take a second down here. So we have the Six of Wands, which is good news, right? This is the card of victory. It's kind of funny because how I was saying earlier, this person being like unbendable, probably didn't want to hear your opinion, you know, or vice versa. Here, this is the energy of other people getting your point of view, right? This is kind of like winning the battle. Like someone saying, oh, yeah, you're right. You know, whatever that is, but it's a card of victory. Which is interesting. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, this makes me think, don't this is why you shouldn't focus on the destruction that happened, right? That you don't need to relive it. There's no need for that, right? And that's what you're doing. You're focusing on it. And the reason being is, I can tell you, many of you have been in a karmic cycle, because the Seven of Pentacles coming out here now, it's a lesson that you agreed to learn, right? Whether you agreed with yourself, or there's actually someone, who takes care of our lessons, so to speak. I feel like, hey, you signed a contract, right? You already signed it. You signed it, lifetimes ago. But this is the experience that you would have. And it was all about your reaction to it, right? Your reaction to it. But it was something to help you learn. And I know, man, you're going to be like, are you kidding me? No, I don't feel like I'm kidding you at all. Almost like I would expect that you would say that. But nonetheless, I feel like some of you are going to know that, because this victory card is looking at the Seven of Pentacles, almost like, okay, I get it. I get it now. And because I get it, I can move out of it. I can just move out of it. Yeah, and here's this King of Pentacles, all connected, right? It all seems connected, really. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles were either planting seeds or were harvesting seeds. And because it's by the Six of Wands, I feel like we're harvesting, right? Because that's a positive energy. Well, I mean, planting's good too, but it's almost like you're pulling the seed, which is your sailboat, which allows you then to sail away. Sail, sail away, sail, sail away, sail away with me. Oh man, I just butchered that. Six. Come sail away. The cards have really taken their time coming out. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. It's like someone's doing a moon ritual. I feel like someone's doing a ritual. Some of you may have joined like prayer groups, spiritual groups. And because I feel like there's two or more of me praying, requesting, dreaming, you know what I mean? I feel like there's two or more of me. And I almost feel like, now I know this isn't all of you, but it's a few of you. Because I almost feel like, it's the way it's done. It's the ritual. And then I'm noticing how they're holding arms like that, right? That's the symbol of what? Being unbreakable, right? If you don't, you're trying to stop. I remember that from grade school. You know, when you're playing different games, like that's what you do, and then much harder to break through. It's almost like one of the blessings is coming together with some soul family members. And I don't mean from here. I don't mean the family that's here right now in this lifetime. I mean very like-minded energy. And helping each other too, right? To explore. I feel that's one thing, is like, I feel like I can explore perhaps with this group, or something opens me up where it's kind of, I feel like I'm exploring, like, you know, kind of like I'm floating through space, just exploring, looking around, checking out the different stars. And let me tell you, how do I get to that energy? Because that's such a different energy over here. I feel like it is talking about also the people you have around you, right? So some of you, like, you're changing the people that are around you. And you're getting into a much more like-minded type environment, which I feel like will, you know, allow you to dream again, right? Start to dream again. Some of you, it's has to do with Two of Cups. Some of you, that's what you're dreaming about. Not dreaming. We have the Two of Pentacles. You know, Two Pentacles coming up. Lovers on the other side. Yeah, it's almost like the Lovers on my mind, right? On my mind, in my fantasy. Perhaps it's what I'm asking for, which, however I'm doing that, it's definitely, I'm connecting. I'm definitely connecting. Couldn't connect over here because this was, but the flame, you know, I seeked that flame, I seeked that little light, and I kept following that light home. And that's what it did. It tower comes in, make sure that evaporates. You know, it's almost like, I feel like this tower is about, like, almost like destruction, so it can't be rebuilt. Like, rebuilding it would not be good for you, right? Because, let's face it, it's like, who's ever in that tower, if it's a relationship, they are unbendable. And that may mean that they're not going to change, right? And if they don't want to change, then listen, it doesn't mean you got to accept their life. You're accepting their life. You know, you need to live your life. And if your life, your will for your life doesn't match their will for their, you know, it doesn't, if it can't come into harmony, maybe it's not supposed to. Maybe these two paths, maybe they were of free will, you know what I mean? And so we kind of went off our course, right? But so anyways, I think I see the Lovers. Of course, the Lovers. So yeah, I said I didn't really want to do a love reading, you know, for Capricorn. I feel like they want something else, and you know, we're getting all the cards of love. We have the Princess of Wands. By the way, the Lovers could be a Gemini. And we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So I have to say, I feel like the Lovers is more about what was. I feel like this is, because this is the energy really of what is leaving. And it could certainly talk about a connection that you thought you had. You know, it can be very confusing in the beginning, right? You can have that chemistry. But sometimes, you know, it's built on such a faulty foundation that almost like I kind of knew it was not going to last. But oh my God, I was so in love with them, right? And most of us know, because we've gone through it over and over again, we think we're never going to love again, right? Our heart's never going to heal. And then we love again. It comes in unexpectedly, and, you know, and so it is. But anyways, because I feel like, you know, here is the Princess of Wands moving almost immediately, well, immediately into the Queen, right? Princess, you know, I feel like it's different statuses, right? What I've accomplished, and, or even like, what I've been thinking, what energy I've been into allowing my potential now to show, and feeling that energy and feeling the growth. Some of you may have been, you know, with someone that you've been with them since you were teenagers. You know, I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that, but okay. Anyway, so we have the Queen of Wands over the Ace of Cups. And by the way, I forgot the Ace of Cups was here. So we have the Two of Cups. That is, let's just say, the soulmates right here. Karmic. Next to it, soulmate, right? 8, 8. There's like 8, 8, 8, 8. I don't know. Then I'm looking down at Justice again and reminded that Justice comes in, right? When does Justice come in? When you're moving on. When you say, you know what, enough is enough. I can't change you. I don't want to change you. I don't want to change you anymore. I want to change me. I'm going to invest the time in me. I'm going to let my life expand. You stay small. That's what you want. That's what you want. But man, then it feels like freedom. 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 Just feels like freedom. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on that tower. Even if you're happy it came in, it's like, no need to focus on the tower itself. Just go, right? How can I do that? Get living. Just get living. Whatever that is. And that could start something like, I'm going to get out every day. I'm going to walk around the block. I'm going to get myself in shape. I'm going to make myself feel good. And when I do, watch out. And I feel like whatever it is, you're going to accomplish the goal. I definitely feel that. Especially if that's what you're focusing on. Because everything else happens when it happens. You know, it's like these people that I feel are coming into many of your lives. You know, they're coming. They just are. You're going to meet up with them. You're going to connect to them somehow. It could be something great. It could be friends for life, or it could be just a passing comment. And you just get this, like, but I know them, you know. We have the Hierophant. Card of Taurus. I can definitely feel the underlying energy of this reading is about empowering yourself. Like really empowering yourself. Don't live someone else's life if that is not what's your, if that doesn't, you know, if you don't feel called to it. not responsible for it. I mean, you know. We have the Princess of Swords. I don't even know why I took these cards. We have the Princess of Pentacles. Wow. We have a lot of princesses. We have the King of Wands. It's almost like we got a family here. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Almost like a mother or a father. And the mother has one child with her, and the father has 2 children with him. This could be 2 people also who perhaps are meeting, right? Because the Three of Pentacles is beside them again, and it seems to be the joining card here. So many of you, this could be someone you meet at work, and you may have a child, and you meet someone. It's like the Hierophant's has got the spotlight on you, though. Like, got my eye on you. It's funny though, there is Princess of Pentacles here, but didn't even feel like that was you. Anyway, this feels like the joining of 2 separate families. And as I read it like this, not considering what's underneath it, it certainly looks like the energy of a real connection here. So, it can be it's going to be, I feel like for some of you, a blended family. Others, this may be someone that you had divorced, right? And, one daughter stays with me and my other 2 daughters stay with him. Like a family of go-getters. I'm just going to take a couple cards on these people. Let's get a real connection. Oh my God, look, no way. Guys, look at this. So, what? I'm just letting my fingers feel for the card. That's what I do. Just instinctively know a card to pull. And I was pulling this card with the back of my fingers, getting it to slide out. Look at it is. The Ace of Cups. Not only that, it has flipped itself around in this deck. Right in the middle of the deck, by the way. Like, almost right in the middle. Like 50-50. Ace of Cups is what separates it. Wow. Separates these 2 people. Ace of Cups. Okay. Now we have 2 Aces of Cups. One right below them and right up above them. What am I doing? So this is love. We have the 2 of Swords. I feel like someone questioning whether they should maybe come together, right? Again, you may work with each other also, but I feel like this is also the card of helping each other out, right? Like, we help each other out. I feel like we recognize each other's, I don't know, what am I trying to say? The courage that they've had in their life. We recognize all of them. This is someone that, we don't want them to change anything. Now, there may be silly little habits, but we don't want them to change their morals or, and they, us. It's almost like finally someone who gets you. But listen, sometimes, love may come with, I don't want to say baggage, because the kids aren't baggage. Maybe somebody would say that, right? But sometimes love comes in different ways than we expect it, right? But here it is. And here is a little bit of fear over that, though, right? Like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I mean, feel the love. That should answer your question. This is all in a very positive energy, so I feel like there is just nothing to fear here at all. I feel whatever this collaboration is and however it's going to work for different people, feels like it's a blessing is over it, right? There's a blessing under it, there's a blessing over it. It's like covered in love. It's covered in love. Okay. Let's pick this up. You know, I want to name your title The Lady in the Boat, because something about that is just, it feels so good to me, like the lady in the boat, because I'm picturing you literally, you know, in this sailboat, and well, metaphorically, not literally, but just, and you sailing, you know, and you're full of courage, and you're going towards something. And some of you, I don't even know if you know, you just know, right? I just know I gotta go. I've got to keep going forward, right? I've got to change my circumstances, because that's how it all begins. When will this happen for me? We're only waiting on you, my dear. We're waiting on you. We're waiting for you to take the necessary steps, right? Because, listen, your free will cancels everything. It's up to you, but, you know, what do we do? We're building more karma as we go, right? Let's be careful of the karma we're building. Like if we don't want bad karma in our life down the road, then let's not build it now, right? Because what is karma? It's a lesson. It's like, it reminds me of, you know, getting grounded as a kid. You know, why? So I could think about it. Think about that, young lady. Okay. Right? And I don't want to say the punishment, because maybe that's the wrong analogy to use. But nonetheless, it begins with us. And, you know, maybe the tower doesn't even have to show. But, you know, again, it's like, I feel like you just get out of there before the tower comes. If there's a way. Okay. Let's pick these up. I'm going to leave the Two of Cups out there, though. I just want to take a few cards over the Two of Cups. You know, let's not forget the universe is the underlying card here. That's change, right? That's change. And how do I know if it's right for me? Well, if you're ready to step into your spirituality, trust. And what does that mean? That means trust. That means I know that my guides help me, right? I know that there's so much help. You know, I don't feel like we're just thrown down here on earth and say, haha, go figure it out. There's guidance, and it's always available to us, right? It's just always available to us. But we have to ask for it too. Like, it can't intercept. At least that's the way I believe it. Anyway, this many times is what comes once you ask. And it's change. And it's growth and it's expansion. You know, it's like, it's a pretty picture. It's very calm. Maybe you're moving into a nice calm time. A true time of connection. Okay. Just going to take a couple cards. That leave the Ace of Swords, but it came in a little like, not quite there yet. So we'll keep it a little slant. It's going to mean communication. It's clearly knowing, you know, it's like, well, who is the Two of Cups? This is, with the Ace of Swords over there, it's like, you'll have no doubt. You know, your emotions could get the better of you, right? You could start to doubt it. You could talk, remember, because I know that you've got that capability, because that's what was going on there, right? So, maybe that's why the sword's not completely up, right? Anyway, I feel like a little adjustment. This is saying, when this Two of Cups enters for me, I'll know. You know, it's like my chakra system. It's Kundalini. Look at that. With the Nine of Cups, we have the Devil, Capricorn, and we have the Prince of Wands. Could certainly be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, younger, of a younger time. Prince of Wands is usually energy of what's coming in. Something's coming in, and I like the Nine of Cups. It's like the Nine of Cups is attached to him. So I'm carrying it in my knapsack. I'm carrying the Nine of Cups in my knapsack. And this may represent also, so if this is someone brand new, even if it's someone like back in the day, I don't feel like it was what I was just in. But, you know, doesn't mean someone from an earlier time. But whatever this is, I feel like what this is saying is, this is not a love that's really meant to move quickly, right? This is a love that's meant to experience every level of it. Now, for some of you, maybe because there's children involved, right? Like, there's something about taking it, enjoying the moment of it, like the moments of it. I don't feel like there's any fear in the air. I just don't. I feel like this is someone who helps motivate you. They may also, you know, you may help motivate them, and they bring this sense of, I don't know, I feel like childlike kind of joy to your heart. So you complement each other really nice. And, you know, this is the definite, so you're building blocks here, right? You're building a foundation here. And I feel like what it's saying is, for this foundation to be the strongest it can be, take the moments to appreciate, right? Stay present and don't rush. That may be how you also level your energy. So I don't rise to fear. If I rise to fear, I may be trying to move too fast. I may be seeing the Ten of Cups when, wait a minute, I'm still back here at the 3. And I feel like that's what it's saying. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the Eight of Swords. So, why does this energy have to come up? So this is a fear. This is at the root of what puts me in any type of defensive type of energy. The root of the problem is my self-doubts. My, you know, the beliefs I have about myself. Maybe not always, but when it comes time to maybe for change or something, I can shrink back like, eh. Some of you, I feel like, you have been wanting to come out and maybe say your piece, but you haven't. You've held back. And this ace could certainly represent you changing your mind. And you letting people know where you stand. This is probably part of even the Tower, I think. Like this energy comes to you. This may be part of your gift that comes to you, right? You finished this lesson. You're walking away with enough acknowledgement, right? Maybe you're not there yet. You don't have the full answer, right? You still have to do the essay part. But that'll come. But it's like you passed enough. And for some of you, you may be defending that you want your independence. Like, claim my independence. But the root is fear. So I want to look at that for 1 second before I end this reading, because I do not want to end on a negative tone. And, the good thing about this, though, is it's based in the Eight of Swords, and that's self-created. And we got to tell ourselves, you know what? If I created that belief, I can uncreate that belief. I just got to tell myself, that belief, self, has been wrong. 10 minutes later, hey, self, I want to remind you, that old belief, that's wrong. 2 days later, hey, self, remember that belief? Yeah, it's still wrong. It'll always be wrong. You train your mind. Train it. Yeah, right? You're the captain of this ship. You're the captain of that ship. You have to steer it or it'll sink. Ain't that the world? So, I feel like some of you, what this is just talking about is truly the fear of changing my life, right? Here's the World card here. Here's the World card here, which is going to be our last card. So it's the fear of changing something within me because I know it's going to change my life. And although I think you see all the positives that can happen, there's still something that pulls you in, and it's in your head. It's in your head. So I may have people coming at me, but what's stopping me from change is my own head. Because maybe I'm saying, again, I've been living your life instead of my life. See if anything else wants to come out. I know I said that was the last card, but I just want to see if anything else wants to come out. Look at that. The Wheel of Fortune, which is the perfect card. It's like the perfect card to come out right now. The Wheel and the World together. And that's powerful. Right? The Wheel, destiny. Before you were in karma, now you're moving to destiny. It's like a different level, baby. It's a different level. You'll be looking down at everyone else. This is kind of beautiful. So, I feel like the lesson here is the Eight of Swords. It's the walls that we create. Why? To protect us. Sometimes from ourselves. Many times of others. Much of it is about what people have said to us that we then believe. That just, it has no merit. None. And we forget to check the source. Right? We forget to check the source and see how perfect they are. They have the right to put that thought in your head. Many of these thoughts came from childhood, just the way it is. Right? Just the way it is. And I'm thinking Capricorn doesn't like mind games. Don't sugarcoat it. But you're kind of doing that. That's what you're doing to yourself. You're sugarcoating things for yourself. And there's just real powerful energy that you have that I feel like, here's the thing. You just need to ask, right? That's really also what this message is about. Asking for when you need help. Someone left a comment the other day, and that was her answer, and it was very strong. Like, you know why your life is now changing? Because you asked. All they were waiting for. And I told her, I said, the moment that you asked, your guides started celebrating. Like, yes, finally, finally, we're moving to the next level, right? We're moving to destiny. And that includes the Two of Cups. And I feel like this is also about learning to live within my own life and, right, being grateful for all my qualities. And I do feel like give up expectation of how this Two of Cups has to look. Because no one has a better or bigger paintbrush than Source. So we'll leave that there. And I think I'm going to leave the reading there. I also want to do an oracle card for you. I'm late doing my readings this month, and by the way, I finally booked my ticket to go to Sam's. I finally booked it this Sunday. Kind of freaking out, but I'm going for it. I'm going for the adventure. What will be, will be. We've worked out so many issues that, there's not much that can come up anymore to throw us off kilter. There just isn't. So we gotta work through that. But I'm still freaking out. Okay. Watched over. How perfect. I allow myself to feel safe and enjoy my life, knowing that heaven is watching over my loved ones and me. Let's read. Your reading spoke of that often. This card brings a message of reassurance of your safety and asks you to drop any defenses or guards that may currently be preventing you from enjoying your life. By relaxing into God's protective arms, you reduce your stress level in healthful ways. God, Jesus, Mother Mary, and the angels have heard and answered your prayers for protection. You receive their answer via your repetitive feeling and thoughts, which guide you along the pathway of safety. Keep your mind sober and open so that you can clearly pick up on these divine messages, and be sure to take action where they direct you. Wow. I don't know, guys. That just seems like the perfect card. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if anybody watched the movie Harriet. That was, oh my gosh, that was something. But I never knew that she had visions from God helping her to free the slaves. I never knew that. I wasn't taught that I know of. So I was really surprised, and I found it like, wow, almost like, well, I wish I could get visions like that, that clear, but amazing. Anyway, I thought of her because I thought about how God helped direct her, kept her from harm's way. And that's exactly what I feel for you. And by the way, I put a post on YouTube last night, knowing I was going to do your reading today, and it said, I'm fighting for you, God. So, I don't know. You're being watched over, guys. Trust so you can flow, right? So you can start to flow into your own life, whatever that's going to be, right? And whenever you're ready. But just know, reach out. Reach out. And I don't know, I just feel like if the angels have anything to do with this Two of Cups, and I know it's all source, right? That there's nothing I need to fear. However it shows itself to me, there's nothing I need to fear. And so I won't. And I love you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me. Thank you for your likes. I hope you give me a like. Thank you for your beautiful comments. Thank you for your subscribes. It's awesome. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate them right now more than ever before, so thank you so much. And thank you for being you, just being you. Deep reading. I might name it The Girl on the Boat. I don't know. Alright guys, I love you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.